Hi you guys, it's Tori Girl and I'm back with another video, and I want to share 5 tips to begin your glow up journey. And so if you don't know my story already, I was married for 14 years. I was married since I was 19 years old. I have 3 beautiful children. I'm recently divorced and I'm starting my whole life over, and it's been quite a journey, and I just want to share it with you. I'm not perfect. This is not a video where I did it all and now I'm telling you I'm going through this process. So come on this process with me, okay? So the first step is that I took was I first wanted to define what's my motivation and my intention. And so by doing that, what I did is I did a lot of self-reflecting, because if you don't know my story, I have other videos you can look at, but I was in a holiness church for those 14 years, and during that time I didn't pursue my education. I didn't pursue a career because I didn't believe that women can work or have that. And at the time, they didn't, the doctrine, they don't believe that women could wear pants or wear makeup, jewelry, and the things that, when you think of being a woman, being feminine, a lot of those things are entailed. So I didn't have a voice, pretty much just shut down, and it hurt a lot of my confidence. And so for me, the journey is more so for me to have an identity again, identity outside of my children, my family, my husband at the time. For me to just be able to be in a place where I can dream again and be the woman that I want to become. And that's always been there, but just suppressed because of all the outside things. So just defining, your motivation, your intention, and ultimately it should be for you and not for anybody else. You know what I mean? If somebody point out like, man, that mole on your face, or whatever, you may have like a roll or two, don't do it for a man. Don't do it because you're comparing yourself to another woman. Do it for you ultimately, because at the end of the day, you gotta love you. And if you don't love you, you can't even begin to love other people or fulfill your purpose, because you don't have love for yourself, okay? And so the next one is, number 2, is begin to define your goals. So you have to just pick, like, whatever's in your control of what you can do. I don't know your background. You could be a stay-at-home mom. You could, be a single mom. You could be, wherever state you're at in your life. Just do whatever is in your means, in your control, that you could do, so you're not overwhelmed with your personal journey. And going through the journey also, you have that conflict to where you're comparing to other people on social media or people around you in the workplace or whatever. Don't do that. A lot of these young people, they're amazing people. They've been doing this for years. You could be just starting just like I am, or you just simply just don't know how you're trying to upgrade. Just wherever state you're in, just define your goals where you at. So for me, I started with the physical, and so I lost 214 pounds. So if you don't know my story, I used to weigh 384 pounds. So in 2022, I was 384 pounds. It is now 2026. And I've lost 214 pounds. So that was like one of my biggest physical goals. So I defined that the goal that I'm doing in 2026 is that I want to do the mommy makeover. Just getting a breast lift, to getting some loose skin off the tummy tuck, because I just want to define my body more. I feel like I look good, girl, because if you just saw me, like at Hatties or whatever, I was like a whale, jumping out the water, So look, this is me now. Yeah, this wasn't me a couple of years ago. And so this is me now. So I just want to define those goals. That's just something I want to, but you know, that may not be in your means. You know, whatever that means for you, whether it's paying for a gym membership or doing something at home or paying for weight loss surgery, even if those things are not in your means, do what's in your means. Because there's other things like you could do if you have insurance. You can, you know, work on a dental part and get teeth whitening. You can go get veneers, or you know, if it's on the physical, you know, it could be your hair journey. Like I'm on a hair journey. Like everything doesn't have to be you don't have to overwhelm yourself by trying to do everything at one time. Just define what you can within your means. Like right now, this is a soul win, you know. So I used to have long hair. I used to have long thick hair. Cut my hair, and you know, when I'll talk more about that. I ended up getting sick. I lost a lot of my hair. And so my hair was like, you know, I had a little temp fade going on for a little bit. So I'm on this journey of regrowing my hair, and I'm going to show all that process. You're going to come with me. Come with me on this journey, okay? We in this together. And so number 3 is research and find resources. So for me, I just want to piggyback on point 2. I'm a visual person. And so I made a vision board, you know, for the goals part. I'm gonna come back to the resources, but I'm a visual person. So that's what helped me stay motivated and continue with the goals, because I can see it. Like I like looking at motivational quotes. Maybe that's something that you can do. Put it on your mirror. You can do the vision board, so like I did. So I don't know if it's gonna show backwards on here, but this is my vision board. Oh, girl. This is my vision board. See that mommy makeover here? But so I got the gym stuff. I'm gonna keep trying now. I'm gonna keep trying to firm it up. But if I can't get it to my liking, or the way I want it to be, I'm going for it. We're gonna do it. Did my research, looked up prices, different places, what package deal I can get the best. That's something that you can do, you know, to improve your quality of life. And that's what I've been doing. So if you're talking more so the glow up on the physical, whichever the glow up journey is for you, you know, that's something that you can do. If it's education, you know, you want to have this glow up in education, go ahead and do it. You know, a lot of us don't know, but our community has a lot of resources where they're giving out free education. You know, for me, like I live in Savannah, so I was able to find, I took classes, you know, coming out the work, and they're real certification classes that you would get at a technical college anywhere for free. And so like, look, like I got my CPR first aid free, you know. I actually did my certificate class, and all this was like, I got my fast track manufacturing certificate, my OSHA's 10, you know, my forklift safety. You know, I got my Bennett mechanical, because if you don't know, I work on planes, but that's neither here nor there. But you can pursue whichever you want. Like here, like they have, you can get your CNA, CDA, you can do phlebotomy, you can do whatever track you want to be on in life, you can do it, you get elevated. Just look within your community, your resources, go to your city website. A lot of times they're on the website and we just don't know. Go to your local community center. There is a lot of programs out here. There's a lot of free business classes that you can take. Just whatever you can to just glow up in certain areas in life that you want to glow up in, okay? So, you know, if you're doing more physical, you can look, research doctors, research packages that you can do, you know, just within your means, to set those goals of how you will like pay for it and different things. You can do this. You can do this, girl. Okay, so wait. So for number 4, document your progress. Okay, and so for me, that helps me a lot, like writing down or checking off goals, and I feel so good and confident when I'm doing it, and it builds trust in yourself, because if you say you want to do something and you don't do it, you kind of hurt that confidence in yourself. You hurt that ability to trust your own self, you know, and you're always going to be in that codependent state or that victim state where it's like, you know, so-and-so is able to do it, why can't I do it? Or you're praying to God and you're just like, God, why isn't my time coming? And you know, I'm not about to go into that, but sometimes it's because you're not following through. And so you just got to follow through with this documenting progress. And even if you fail, you know, first you don't succeed, what? dust yourself off and try again, try again. And the last but not least, number 5, reward yourself for trying and working towards your journey. So that's what I do. I love flowers, so I buy myself flowers, or I take myself out on dates. You know, you got to do it anyways. You could just do whatever's in your means. Not everybody's at a certain